what's going on? Why is everybody telling me, Jessie, you gotta drink bleach, you gotta drink bleach? Kwame said, yes, you gotta drink bleach. I never said I was gonna drink bleach. I said if Kwame says yes, me I have to go to the beach.
Boo, boo, she's a liar.
Oh, fuck y'all,
Get off the
y'all. I don't care.
stage.
Y'all know me anyway. I don't give a
Tomatoes.
fuck. Y'all really thought I was finna drink bleach? During Black Women's Black Jesus rose on the third day, so as Black women still we rise month? Are you for real? Be for real. What's up, y'all? It's your sister. I'm currently in Jamaica with Ebony Magazine. I am literally wearing yesterday's makeup, okay? Yesterday they had us on a yacht all day. We snorkeled, we swam, we ate food. Then they had us go to a fete at night later on. And then there was Juve. I did not make it out the Juve, child. I just could not do it. I don't know how y'all just keep going. Baby, Carnival is not for the weak. I do have a couple events to do today, but it's mostly a free day though. So I think it's tonight. Like most of the stuff that we're gonna be doing is gonna be tonight. And then Carnival's tomorrow. I'm really excited to just get on the road. You know, as you guys know, whenever I'm in Jamaica, I'm Jamaican. So my name is Jessie Ann. For my entire duration here is Jessie Ann from Portmore, okay? So Jessie Ann will be on the road tomorrow. I've already met some of you guys while I've been down here. It's been great. It's been great. Also, before I get into the review, also, to those of you guys who are interested in coming to my Coupe party for Coupe, which is my song that's coming out next month, we're going to have a party at Rocksteady April 25th. So I will be putting up the details to that. I'll put it up here on YouTube. I'll put it up on my IG. I'll put it up on my Facebook so that you guys can come. Remember, like, this is a celebration. I want y'all to bring y'all flags out. So if you are Hispanic, you Puerto Rican, you Puerto Rican, you Cuban, you know, wherever, Colombian, whatever, bring your flag. If you're Haitian, Jamaican, Bahamian, VI, St. Martin, St. Lucian, bring your flags out. Like, I really want you to come out and have a good time. I'll be putting the flyer up for that soon. It's gonna be a celebration of my new store. I'm really excited. I'm so excited. So yeah, y'all. So you can probably hear it playing in the background. That's it. And I'm really excited to release the song and release the video and all that. So it's gonna be really a lot of fun. Now let's go ahead and get into these weddings. These weddings. Y'all, I'm shocked. So we gonna act like we're not shocked that Kwame said yes? I am shocked that Kwame said yes. Couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. First of all, before I get into the weddings, can I say this? The cinematography this season of the weddings is my favorite by far. Something about those angles. First of all, where they placed the wedding tent and the scenery like surrounding the wedding tent, the mountains, the greenery, the angles that they used to shoot the groomsmen and the bride, you know, walking up to get on the aisle for the wedding, and then shooting them coming out of the wedding, you know, whether they was coming out hand in hand or they was coming out Micah and Paul style, you know, like it just was beautiful. The angles were gorgeous. Am I the only one who appreciated that? I really appreciated that. So shout out to Kinetic for that. Amazing cinematography. Amazing. So we get back into the wedding, and of course Chelsea said yes. You know, honestly, y'all, before I get into Kwame saying yes, watching this again and seeing Chelsea say yes, I'm really puzzled because, again, during the show, I just don't feel that Kwame showed this girl that he really genuinely liked her. I did not see that at all. There's such a difference between the way Kwame even looked at Chelsea coming down the aisle versus watching Kwame see Micah at the first cast party where they all got together and they all met each other for the first time. Or even the way he saw Chelsea for the first time. Like when you go back to when Kwame saw Chelsea for the first time and they got engaged. Yes, it was nice. He was happy to meet her, right? But do y'all remember how Kwame looked when he saw Micah though? Like, the man was excited. The man nose was flaring up. Okay, you know, Kwame already got that big ass nose. When I tell you that the nose was flaring the fuck up, like when he saw Micah, he was so excited to see Micah. I never saw him give that energy to Chelsea at all. Okay, and Chelsea, for me, when I look back at things, although I'm Team Chelsea, I feel like Chelsea's a very pure person. But I feel like Chelsea really ignored a lot of things when it came to Kwame. Just ignored. She just wasn't trying to hear a lot of shit that he was saying. And there were just a lot of conversations I didn't really hear them dissect. Like, I really wanted them to have a conversation about the fact that he was all up in Micah's face at her birthday dinner. We never got that conversation. You know, the conversation that happened when they were shopping. It just was a lot of just weird shit. A lot of weird energy between the two. I never got we're in love energy. So seeing Kwame get on that altar, I'm telling y'all, I was expecting I was expecting the spirit of SK. I was expecting I really was expecting that shit, especially the way they were showing little bits and pieces of Kwame's sister in the background. She was crying. She was giving SK's mother, like, please say yes. Say I do. Say I do. Y'all remember SK's mom from last year? Say I do. Why are you not saying I do? Say I do. I want a doctor. Like, it was given that. Like, I was expecting for him to say no. But he said yes. I was shocked. I was honestly shocked. Clap if you felt like shocked that Kwame said yes. Clap. I was shocked. But he says yes. Okay, cool. Then it was the aftermath of the yes. You know, Chelsea is all giddy. You're my husband. You're my husband. You're my husband. You're my husband. I'm your wife. And what was his response? What the fuck is up with that damn nervous laughter that he always gives Chelsea? Like, it's like he's laughing, but he's about to fucking cry. It just was not given. It was not given. But I don't know. Do y'all think it's gonna last between Kwame and Chelsea? I just honestly, I don't see this lasting. I don't see this being a forever thing. I might be wrong. Here's the thing. Chelsea really gives me that whoever was standing there, as long as they had a black dick, she gonna make it last. Okay? Make it last forever. Okay? Chelsea just really gives me, baby, I finally got my black dick. I'm gonna ride this black dick off into the sunset. And the thing is, Kwame, I know Kwame got good dick, because when niggas got that airplane nose, them niggas know how to land a fucking plane. If you know what the fuck I'm saying. Niggas who got that flat nose like that, they got good zuzu. If the nigga have a big ass nose like that, the same way he could fly with that nose, the guy for something go voler too. Niggas got good dicks when they got that type of nose. I just met a nigga like that in Jamaica. He got that type of nose too. I'm trying to see what's up before I leave. I'm trying to get my Chelsea on, child. Minus the wedding, child. Minus the wedding in the pink jacket. Did y'all see how Chelsea had her pink jacket at the reception? Chelsea. One thing about Chelsea, she gonna wear pink. She is gonna wear pink, baby. Okay, she don't give a fuck. She's gonna wear pink and she gonna remind you, baby, I am in my pink era, period. I don't give a fuck. I saw some people say, oh, she's in her 30s, why is she? But who gives a fuck? Let her wear her pink. That brings her joy. Let her wear her pink. But yeah, what do y'all think about Chelsea and Kwame? I am so shocked. I have no words. And I have no words for y'all who really wanted me to come on here and drink bleach. Like, really? That's how y'all feel about y'all sister? You wanted your sister to come on camera and drink bleach during Black Women's Black Jesus died on the 3rd day, so it's Black Women We Gonna Rise month. That's really what y'all want to do? I am disgusted. Next case, Micah and Paul. You know, I've said to y'all already, I really don't give a fuck about this couple. I never saw it for this couple since day one. Never understood why we were here. Other than the simple fact that Micah wanted to win. That's all this was about for Micah. Micah getting Paul was a way for her to win, was a way for her to be chosen. And she said it again in, I think, her exit interview, or even I think when she was on the altar as well. But we're gonna get into that. Never saw it for this couple. Am I the only one who never saw it? I never saw it for this couple. First of all, as they're talking about each other to their groomsmen and their bridesmaids, I'm like, who the fuck are they talking about? Micah over here talking about, oh, you know, he's this, he's that. I elevate him and did it. I mean, it's just like, first of all, the way she talks about Paul, she actually talks about Paul the way Marshall talking about Jackie. She talks about Paul like he's a project. Like, you know, I elevate his style. But she was saying that they both see the world the same way. They both have the same views. And I'm like, where? Maybe I need glasses, because what views are y'all talking about? Then you got Micah in his groom suite talking about the same thing. Oh, you know, she makes me better. We see the world similarly. And I'm like, who the fuck are these people talking about? You can't be talking about Micah. You cannot be talking about Micah. I have not seen any footages of Micah uplifting you, any footages of Micah encouraging you. This is the same woman who literally got upset with you because you wouldn't let her friends disrespect you. Like, her friends were literally calling you a fucking loser to your face. And she got upset that you weren't upset that her friend, Irene's twin, Princess Fiona's twin, was upset. And because she was upset and you were not upset that you made her upset, Micah got upset with your ass, and now I'm upset as a viewer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never saw any moment throughout this journey that said, wow, they can really make it. The only thing I could see between Paul and Micah was, it was very evident that image-wise, Paul was marrying his mother. And maybe personality-wise, I feel like bubbly, being like sarcastic, you know, whatever. I think that that's where he was marrying his mom in that aspect. But I never saw anything that said to me, yes, they gonna make it. Yes, like, this is a couple right here, ever. Please drop that in the comments and let me know if y'all saw something I didn't see. Maybe I need glasses. Last time I checked, I got 20/20 vision. I just was down to the DMV the other day trying to get my license when I was getting my car, bitch. Why I want to go get a new car and my license was suspended? I'm down to the DMV, not my license suspended, knowing damn well my license might still be suspended. A bitch had like 12 tickets still in New York that I thought I paid. Girl, had to pay like over $1,200 these tickets just to get a damn car, just get my licenses in Jersey. But you know, that's a whole other story. Not my license suspended, but when they checked my vision was 20/20. So I don't see what the fuck Micah and Paul saw in each other. Because I don't see it. Maybe y'all could drop that in the comments and let me know what y'all saw. I did not see a damn thing. Now, we go into... Actually, before we go into the ceremony, I liked the moment between... Here's what was funny to me. So, as they're talking to their bridesmaids and their groomsmen, right? They're so sure, oh, this person is this, Micah's this, Paul is that, right? But then very quickly, Paul and his groomsmen, they start talking, and his groomsmen is like, listen, if you don't want to do this, you don't got to do this. You need to make the decision that's best for you. I just felt like, is it crack? Maybe it's crack. Maybe they both had crack for the wedding. Because again, I just really could not understand the positivity that they were speaking about each other. I never saw it. Now, Paul's analytical side starts peeking through. And you see him speaking to his mom and then speaking to his dad and his stepmom. And when he's speaking to his dad, he's like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm going to say. I'm not sure what I'm going to say. I don't know if I'm going to say yes or no. I don't know if saying yes is a good decision. I don't know. What I liked about Paul's mom, remember what she said? Because I think they mentioned, well, what would Micah say, whatever? And Paul's mom was like, anything other than a yes is a no. And I really want y'all to keep that. Anything other than a yes is a no. And then you go to Micah's suite and she's talking to her parents. And Micah's also saying, I don't know, maybe I got to see, what the vibe is like once I get to the altar. Right now, it's not really giving right now. The vibes ain't really giving a yes. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It just was like, what? The fact that nobody's parents was like, you don't have to do this. I feel like Paul's mom was the closest to that when she said, listen, anything other than yes is a no. But the fact that these parents never was like, listen, y'all don't got to do this. First of all, Micah's parents is just the most uninterested parents I've ever seen in this process until after what happened at the altar, and we're gonna get to that. But the fact that none of these parents was like, baby, you ain't gotta do this. Like, baby, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to do this. We gonna love you either way. Maybe Paul's dad said it. I'm not sure, but it just wasn't given. It just was fucking weird to me. But anyway, let's go down to the wedding. Was it me or Micah walking down the aisle was the weirdest thing? Like, why was she laughing the entire time? Like, oh my God. Oh my God. What the fuck was that? Like, is he crack? I'm telling y'all, Micah and Paul were on crack. Like, it's gotta be crack between these two. Because I just really did not understand the vibes. So she crying, laughing as she coming down the aisle. They get up there, and baby, y'all new contestants that's coming into the show, please, write your vows. Write your vows. Y'all be speaking from your hearts, and y'all hearts be empty as fuck. It's nothing in there. Hello, hello, hello. It's echoing, bitch. There's nothing inside your heart. You're not saying a damn thing. She at the altar talking about, I'm going to speak from my heart. What she say again? She was like, I'm so glad that we got over our crap and we chose each other. That's what you saying down to the altar? That's like, what are these vows? Can we please get back to writing our vows? Love is blind people, please. Love is blind people. Please have these contestants write their vows, please, okay? The rings was ugly. Now, I don't know what the fuck possessed. I'm telling y'all, Paul and Micah were on crack during filming. I don't know what possessed y'all to make them rings. Them rings was giving Game of Thrones, okay? I don't know what the fuck that shit was. That shit was ugly as hell. I don't care what Paul's groomsmen said to his ass. Them rings was ugly as hell. And I don't care that y'all made them. They were ugly. They were not a labor of love. They were a labor of crack. I am telling you. Then you get to Paul's vows, and he's telling her, again, y'all need to write y'all vows. I love you beyond comparison. Is it crack? Where is the love? I have not seen no display of love between these two. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. So now it's time to say I do. Micah, I think the best thing to do in this moment is to give you the opportunity to answer first. And see, that's where you fucked up at. Micah, that's where you fucked up at. Now, when I went to school, my major was political science. I was not a mathematician. But baby, there is an equation that has been making its rounds online that says the more you fuck around, the more you find out. Baby, you fucked around and you found the fuck out, okay? Like, you fucked up. Who the fuck gets to the altar and says that shit? And here's the thing. You thought you ate that. Michael really thought she ate because she thought Paul was going to say yes and she was going to be able to let him down gently. But let me tell you something about Paul, the scientist. Let me tell you something about Bill Nye, the science guy that is Paul. Paul is very analytical. Paul saw your bullshit from a mile away. He knew it was coming. Paul got into that ass. on the altar. Let me tell you, don't ever fuck around and find out with a scientist. They like, who does that? Are you dumb? Is it crack? I'm telling you, it is crack. I would never play them type of games with a scientist on my wedding day down to my altar. I would not. Paul said hell to the no. Paul said, I'm sorry, this ain't it. I don't see us choosing each other at this time. What else did Paul? Paul had a mouthful. I could not believe. I said, this is the most I've heard Paul talk this entire season. Paul has said shit. Let me not say that. He is very vocal. He's very vocal. He's very analytical. But this was the most that I saw him really get into her ass at this wedding. But anyway, he said no. And she's in tears. She's in tears because guess what? Let me tell you what fucking around plus finding out equals tears. That's the equation. Fucking around plus finding out equals tears. That's what it equals to. So she's up there boohoo crying. Her mascara's running. I saw some of her extensions. White women, my white lady friends. Them extensions y'all be wearing, we can see the tracks, right? Are y'all aware that we can see the tracks? I should not be seeing your tracks. When y'all be going on television and all that, make sure they comb over y'all tracks. It's 2023. I should not be seeing your tracks. We are not at a marathon. I should not be seeing no tracks, okay? So he says no, bitch. And let me tell you something. Micah's crying, but her friends are crying, laughing. What kind of friend? Like, these definitely ain't the Golden Girls. Like, what the fuck? Micah has terrible friends. It was not given, thank you for being a friend. It was not given that. First of all, I'm telling y'all will never be able to convince me that is not Irene. That was Irene. Micah's friend Shelby is Irene, back from the dead. That is Irene reincarnated. And let me tell you something. Soon as Paul said no, Shelby was crying, laughing in the audience. Imagine your best friend along with your other friends crying. They not just snickering. They yeah, girl, that's exactly how I thought it was gonna go down, bitch. Yes. Cheers, bitch. Cheers to the girls' weekend. Yeah. I'm talking about they cheersing it up. They crying, laughing. Somebody was like, oh my God, what do you think? Irene, aka Shelby, was like, girl, this is exactly how I want to go down. Yes, this is exactly how I want to go down. I am relieved, bitch. Not at your best friend's wedding. What in the crack? Everybody was on crack at that wedding. Is it me or Princess Fiona's twin, aka Irene, aka Shelby, want to go off into the sunset and eat Micah's coochie now? Now she's just totally happy that this went down the way it did because she could finally go eat Micah's coochie in peace. I really hope for her sake she can finally go eat Micah's coochie in peace, because this was really embarrassing for you to be laughing at your friend like that at her wedding. Like at her wedding. And girl, millions of people are gonna see this shit. You need new friends. But here's the thing. Micah, this is your karma. This is your karma. So of course, Micah's crying. She's running off. She's running off from the altar. Micah's trying to talk to her. Paul's trying to talk to her. She ain't having it. She walked off as his ass was trying to talk to her ass. That shit was funny as fuck. And as she's walking off, her friends are laughing. I'm talking about these bitches is laughing like they are at a motherfucking Dave Chappelle comedy show. Like front row. Just, this is exactly how I want to go down. Cheers, bitch. Like, what the fuck is going on? And as I was watching them laugh, I could not help to think, Micah, this is your fucking karma. Because I can remember your ass laughing at Bliss. You and Shrek were in the pods laughing at Bliss. You laughed at Chelsea. When you got Kwame to choose you, you laughed at Chelsea. And now your own friends are laughing at your misfortune on national motherfucking TV for the world to see. You see how fucking karma works? You see when you're a nasty ass person? Karma. That's what that is. When you put nastiness into the world gives you nasty. You put out disgusting shit into the world gives you back shit. Like, that's what you get. And then they were still laughing and cackling when they came to your bridal suite. Like, it's just, it's crazy to me how your friends treated you. Baby, Paul didn't have to drag Micah like that though on his exit interview. He was like, listen, I don't see her. She's not nurturing. I've never seen her nurturing. She's not a nurturing person. This is not somebody I can have kids with. She not ready to be nobody mama. I can't build nothing with this bitch, okay? I could not believe how low, he got nasty with it. He went into the gutter with that shit. Paul wasn't here for none of that shit. I really think that as much as Micah ain't shit, Paul ain't shit either. Paul did not want Micah. I think visually she looked good. But the moment she really started opening her mouth outside of the pods and he saw who she really was, he wanted no parts. And then what's going to happen is he's going to be able to look back and watch the show and see that he made the right decision. Clap if you think Paul made the right decision. Paul made the right decision. I don't care how much they try to villain edit his ass. I am team Paul on this one. Y'all, did y'all catch Micah's mom who was like, oh my God, he's so annoying for being in your way when you could have been somebody else. He was totally in the way. It's like, girl, no. Your daughter was a whole terrorist. Wait till you see how your daughter strong-armed him into marriage. Like, again, the delusion. And I really think her parents just were really out of touch. Really out of touch. And did y'all peep how when Paul said no, he had a homeboy that was sick? Why did they pan to that homeboy? He sat there like, I'm talking about, that man could not contain himself. Everybody was, I'm talking about, they was on shrooms and crack at that wedding. I don't know what the fuck that was, but they was on shrooms and crack at Paul and Micah's wedding. I'm sorry, I'm telling y'all, my daddy's a crackhead. I know crackheads when I see them. So he says no. Micah's crying. She at the altar. You know, I knew that that's what you was gonna say because nowhere, at no point during this process have I ever felt safe with you. I never felt chosen. Really, bitch? Really? You never felt chosen? You? Micah? Production would have had to come out and press replay for this bitch back in the pods. You literally strong-armed this man into choosing you over, what was the girl's name that Paul had a real connection with? She also popped up at Chelsea's party and she didn't say shit to Paul, and I was team that. But you strong-armed him into choosing you. Mind you, you had Kwame waiting in the wings for you, told Kwame not to choose anybody. You just needed a little more time. And then you go behind Kwame's back and you go to Paul and you tell Paul, no, I'm going to choose you if you choose me. This man literally left the girl he had the real connection with for you. Is it crack? Is it fucking crack? This girl is unreal. This girl is delusional. She is delusional. Okay, y'all, so I know that Bliss and Zach got married last, but, you know, I'm on my Vanessa Williams shit. I'm gonna save the best for last. I'm gonna save the Browns for last. We're gonna talk about Bliss and Zach right now. Now, we go to Bliss and Zach's wedding. To be honest, the production company did not do a good job of positioning these weddings. Because how do you go from Brett and Tiffany's wedding that literally took up most of the episode, and then we just throw in Zach and Bliss at the end and give us a look like, that y'all didn't set them up correctly with that. I don't know. I just feel like Brett and Tiffany's wedding should have been last. None of these weddings even came close to Tiffany and Brett. But, you know, I have a soft spot for Bliss and Zach. I do feel that, again, that they are good for each other. I felt like that. I going into this wedding, you go into Zach's suite and he's talking to his friends, and you know, he's talking about how him and Bliss both identify as owls. You know, Zach, after this, leave that shit alone. We don't want to hear that shit no more. Okay, because now it's getting weird. Things are getting weird. Things are getting weird. We both identify as owls. Baby, don't nobody want to hear that shit. Stop. Okay? Stop talking about that black women's like that. Talking about she identifies as you identify as an owl. Please, stop. Stop that bullshit. You know, everybody identifies shit that they ain't today. Okay? Niggas is identifying as Caucasians, and Caucasians are identifying as owls. Okay? What the fuck is going on? Please stop saying that shit. It's stupid. But yeah, so he says they both identify as owls. He talked about the whole I hope you dance. And honestly, like, as cute as I find it, I just got tired of hearing that shit. So I was hoping, please, Netflix, please give these people their I hope you dance moment so I can stop hearing about this shit. Like, it's just getting on my nerves at this point. But he's talking about how they both love the I hope you dance, that song, which is a lovely song. He brought up Bliss's dad, and you know, he was saying how Bliss's dad got in his ass, and I saw some of the comments in my video where I talked about Bliss and her father meeting Zach and how I was team her dad. Listen, I get that her dad was an asshole. He was. I do feel that he was unnecessarily an asshole to his own daughter. I do feel that, and I don't think I communicated that enough. I do feel like he was very cold to his daughter. At the same time, here's why I was pro his dad getting in Zach's ass. Aside from the obvious, they just met each other. Like, if any of y'all brought somebody home that you just met and say, hey, we're engaged, your family is going to have reactions to that, especially your parents, right? But the number one reason why I was pro her dad getting in Zach's ass, her dad gives ain't shit dude. Like, her dad gives me, I'm an ain't shit dude. So I'm going to be able to tell you what an ain't shit dude is. I'm going to be able to hold an ain't shit dude accountable. I can sift through ain't shitness. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was attracted to when I saw him going back and forth with Zach. And some of y'all might be, you know, pro that. Some of y'all might be anti that. But I do feel that as a daughter who did not have her dad around, I would appreciate that. And my daddy ain't shit. So I would definitely appreciate if I brought somebody to my dad and my dad was able to sift through that shit and say, listen, I'm an ain't shit nigga. I'm going to tell you what an ain't shit nigga look like. I appreciate that. That's just me. Y'all ain't got to agree with it, but that's just me. So he brought that up. But guess what? He agreed. He agreed with her dad's approach because that's her daddy. We could say what we want, and I saw some people trying to dissect her and her dad's relationship. We don't know exactly what happened between her dad and her mom. However, I did see her mama, I did peep her mama sitting next to a white man during that wedding. So I put 2 and 2 together and I made 4, okay? I'm not a mathematician, but I was able to add 2 and 2 together and it did equal 4. So that's all I'm gonna say about her mama and her daddy, okay? And why they ain't together no more. I cried when Zach talked about his mom not being there. I cried. That was a touching moment. My heart really goes out to Zach. I feel that this man is holding on to his upbringing too tight. I really want you free of that. Like, I understand your mama was selling coochie to survive. I understand your mama was having her titties sucked so she could buy you McDonald's. But baby, that's what made you who you are. Like, that's what made you who you are. You have a very unique story. My mama was out here selling coochie, y'all, but look what it did for me. You know what I'm saying? First of all, coochie feed the world, if you really think about it. That is a very strong story. Your mama sold coochie so now that you could be an attorney and now you are on Love is Blind putting on for your mama. Come on now. That is a story. That is a testimony, Zach. Zach, you got a testimony. You have a testimony. And I really think, all jokes aside, you're holding on to that shame a little too tight. Loosen up. Loosen up. You're a good person. You deserve good things. You deserve good things. And yes, your mama was selling coochie. So what? So what? What's that saying? What's the work ain't honest but it pays bills? Bitch has been selling coochie since the beginning of time. Don't y'all remember that lady at the well? She was down at the well and Jesus had to free her ass. Jesus had to tell her, listen, I know what you've been doing. Mind you, she was about to get stoned because the niggas in the neighborhood was like, yeah, Jesus, come here, get her right there, get her ass, because she been sleeping with everybody in the community. She's community pussy. And then Jesus was like, well, first of all, he without sin cast the first stone. Your mama couldn't sell coochie if nobody was buying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the coochie been selling, baby. It ain't nothing new. Don't walk around with your head hanging low because your mama was selling coochie. It's all good in the hood, baby. We see you. We see you. You a good man, Savannah. Bliss got her a good man, Savannah. Her parents walked her down the aisle. I'm so happy she balanced out her daddy's energy with her mama's energy. Because it was like having the devil and the angel on one side. Her daddy was like, listen, just remember, don't settle. Just remember, you the one that brings everything to the table. You got everything to offer. And her daddy, her mom was on the other side. Baby, you got a good man, baby. It's going to be okay. You're going to have a good wedding. Like, it was such a good balance. Thank God she brought both of them in there. Because her daddy was insufferable. Now, at that moment, I was looking at her daddy like, please shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. The girl's about to walk down the aisle. Shut the fuck up. If you ain't got nothing positive to say, shut that shit up. Please. Shut up. Shut up. Please. Shut that shit up. Okay? So they get down to the altar, child. Again, why are y'all not writing your vows? Write your vows. Write your vows. Write your vowels. Why am I saying vowels? Is it vowels or vows? Vows, vowels. Well, I vow to write my vows for my wedding. Because y'all vowels suck, okay? Y'all vowels suck at the altar. Bliss, I felt like her vowels was not it. That's just my opinion. Zach, I felt his was nice, but again, Zach, we at the altar. Why are you bringing up the fact that you chose Shrek first? Like, oh my God. It's like Zach won't let me forget that he chose Shrek. Like, Zach, please, for the love of God. I was just starting to forget that shit. And you had to bring that shit back up, that you chose Shrek. And when he chose Shrek, that's what made him realize losing her is what made him, like, come on, sir. But then again, when you really dissect what he was saying, it's very true. And I hope that a lot of men watching him say what he said at the altar, listen to that. He said losing her, when he lost her, that's what made him realize that he loved her. Losing her. And I think that's just a testament to the fact that you don't gotta lose somebody. You shouldn't have to lose somebody to realize what they mean to you. Anyway, beautiful wedding. They both said I do. I wasn't surprised. Were you guys surprised? I wasn't surprised. I knew they were gonna say yes. Listen, Zach had his faults, but Zach is a good man. Zach is a good man. And I really think that Bliss is in good hands like Allstate. I really do. I think she's in good hands like Allstate. They wasn't a perfect love story, but there's beauty in their story. And they finally got their I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you still stand beside the ocean. And when one door closes, one door opens. Maybe then you give love a fighting chance. When you get the choice to sit around or dance. Yes, I hope you dance. Yes, God, I was teary-eyed. It just was beautiful. It was beautiful. I love them too. I wish them the best. What do you guys think about Bliss and Zach? Do you think that they're gonna make it? I think they are. Now let's go ahead and hit the Pound Town, baby. Let's hit the Pound Town with the Browns, okay? Tiffany and Brett. Breffany. This is honestly the best couple since Lauren and Cameron. When I tell you my faith has been lifted up. I mean, love lifts us up where we belong. I mean, honestly, this is the love story that I've been waiting to see since Lauren and Cameron. Let me know. I mean, do y'all agree with that? Let's go ahead and get down to the Meet the Browns wedding, baby. I mean, this is the wedding that really is the wedding that really, really matters out of all the weddings. So now let's go ahead. We go into Tiffany's suite. Tiffany gets into her suite. It's pouring, it's raining outside, and then there's a train passing by, and she's like, oh my God, that's good luck. That means today's gonna be a good day. And she's drinking, she's chilling, but she's having a lot of wedding jitters, and she says, you know, like, although she's jittery, she's nervous, she knows that this is it. Like, Brett is the one for her. He's the perfect person for her. She's found her person. You know, she knows that this is their destiny, that they're meant to be together. And then you go into Brett's suite. Brett is saying the same thing. What I love about Brett is, I think since Cameron, this is the first groom that we've seen in his suite that says, I have no doubts. I'm getting married today. I don't know what y'all doing, but I was getting married today, okay? I know I found my person. I have no doubts in me, nothing. I'm ready to go. I love that. I love that. Honestly, again, they're the best couple since Lauren and Cameron to me. I haven't been this invested into a couple in a long time. Brett and his brothers are talking, and his family members are talking, and he brings up, you know, the whole moment of his brother dying very, very close to the time where he was supposed to get married. And how, again, that fear is just so deep in him, and he just fears that he's going to get married to Brett. He's going to get married to Tiffany, and something might happen to one of them, and they might lose the other person. And I know you can't tell people how to feel, but Brett, you've got to let that go. Like, you need to go to therapy. You've got to let that go. Because first of all, number one, there's life and death. Life and death is very powerful when you speak it. I really believe that when you speak life, you get life. When you speak death, you get death. You really have to be careful what you speak. And when it comes to fear, yes, there's praying, there's going to church, but I really believe in therapy. There's something there that you're holding on to that you really need to let go, because you might carry that fear into your relationship. Whereas you have Tiffany that's super optimistic, and then you have you that's even though I feel like you haven't held back, I still feel that could cripple you in the future. You holding on to that fear. So you've got to figure out how to free yourself from that and stop speaking that over your life with Tiffany. We're only speaking positivity. We're speaking life into your marriage. We're speaking success into your marriage. We're speaking health into your marriage. We're speaking wealth into your marriage. We'll like speak those things over your marriage, please. Because sometimes we don't realize it, but we invite those types of spirits and that type of energy into our space. And the next thing you know, it manifests. And then you're like, see, I told you. No, it's not see, I told you. You spoke that. You spoke that into existence. So speak positivity into what you have going on. I'm really, really rooting for y'all. And I like that. I think it was his cousin. It wasn't his brother, but his cousin was like, you know, I love the fact that you're still pursuing your dreams. Even though you have this fear, you're still pursuing your dreams beyond this fear that you're holding on to. That in itself is a great thing. And I agree with that. Ciao. What else? They have a conversation with her dad. Oh my God. Brett's conversation with Tiffany's dad was so beautiful to me. First of all, Tiffany looked just like her parents. My God. She is the spitting image of her mom. I loved that Tiffany's dad was like, listen, I've been married 42 years, baby. You here for the long run? I know that's right. Are you here for the long haul, sir? I love that he was asking the right questions, and he did it so respectfully as well. Bliss's daddy, take notes. But Brett was like, yeah, like, I'm here for the long haul. I know that Tiffany is it for me. She's it. She's all I've ever wanted in a woman. She makes me better. She, like, again, he goes down to the T about her character and what her character brings to him and what she brings to him and how she betters him. And she says the same thing to her parents. But then he also brought up the fact that his mother and father have been married for almost the same amount of time, and that this is something I wasn't aware of, but he said his mother has a mental condition or a health condition. Is it mental or in the body? I can't remember, but that his dad did not run away from that his dad stuck it out, and his dad has made it work. And difficult times, whatever, his dad has stuck it out. And he's like, that's what I want to do with my wife, with your daughter. I'm here for the long run. And honestly, he said, you know, I really just want to ask you for your blessing. I want to ask you for her hand in marriage. And he said, you know what? You got it. My daughter feels the same way about you. He said, I'm rooting for you guys. And even like when he walked, this is me fast forwarding, but when he walked Tiffany down the aisle and he looked at Brett, he said, take care of my baby. Like, this is just, I just, I'm loving it, okay? But yeah, he has this conversation with her. Then we go to Tiffany's bridal suite again. She's doing good. She said that she didn't reach out to Brett. She didn't want to be like, you gonna say yes, right? You know, she didn't want to be that type of girl. She wanted him to make his decision on his own. But she knows what her decision is. She's saying yes. She looked beautiful. Their hair looked beautiful. The makeup looked gorgeous. Her mom looked gorgeous. The bridesmaids looked gorgeous. Her friends look gorgeous. Her friends have gorgeous energy. These are the type of friends you need to have. Micah, are you watching this? These are the type of friends. Tiffany's friends, these are the type of friends you need to have around you that are going to encourage you, but also be ready to nuck if you buck. In case your husband ain't doing the right thing, they going to nuck if you buck. What's up? You know what I mean? Like, those are the type of friends you need. And I just love the energy that she has around her. Now, Netflix, Kinetic, y'all tried it because in the previews, it looked like Tiffany and Brett was going to piss us off. The whole time he was going off about his suit. Y'all tried it. Y'all really tried it with that. I don't know how I feel about that. But I guess I get that y'all are putting on a TV show. So it was entertaining. But don't play like that. Don't play like that. The black delegation, we not about to be playing with y'all over the Browns. We're not playing about the Browns. Let's get that straight, okay? First of all, I love how Brett was very upset about his suit. That was a baggy ass suit. Them pants was baggy as hell. I don't know what the hell was going on. When he got irritated with his brother, I felt seen. Because I hate when I'm irritated about something and somebody says, well, I mean, I got the same thing on. It's the same thing with me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. First of all, it's my wedding day. I love the fact that he said that. It's my wedding day. I'm getting married today. It's my wedding day. I shouldn't have to settle for things that don't fit. Everything should have fitted correctly. And again, that brings me to ask, who is responsible for the coordination and the plan of all this? These people should not be worried about nothing. Because Kinetic, Netflix, y'all are making millions off of these people. And these people are not making near what y'all are making off of them on this show. They should not have to worry about nothing fitting, nothing costing nothing, okay? And so on his wedding day, an hour and a half before the ceremony, we see Brett going to get his his pants handled. Now here's the thing. I don't know what Miss Ma'am's accent was. It was shaky for me. It was giving Miss Doubtfire a little bit. I don't know. See, my thing is, let me tell you, when it comes time for me to get services, when it comes to getting my stuff tailored, it's only two people that can come to me. I do for you. It's the Asians, or if I can't get an Asian, I'm gonna get me a Hispanic. Mommy, I do for you, no problem. No problem. Mommy gonna come, no problem. I do for you, no problem. Those are the only two accents that can touch my garments. Say what you want. That's how I feel. I'm sticking to that. And if I can't get the Asian or the Hispanic, I'm going to go ahead and get me a Haitian. But it's really difficult to find me a Haitian in Atlanta. The Haitians ain't they not sewing how they used to back in Miami or in Jersey. They're not really doing that in Atlanta. If you know any Haitians that do that in Atlanta, please let me know. But for sure, in Atlanta, baby, the Asians hold me down. I do for you, period. I do for you, period. And it's always on deck. It's always perfect. The garment is perfect. I don't know what Miss I was worried. I was worried for Miss Doubtfire, but she came through and she got Brett together. I was very happy for that. But I love how when Brett was expressing his annoyance and his dismay, he was calm with it. he was calm with it. I love that. A black man that could be angered, annoyed, stressed, but still be calm. My sister is in good hands, okay? I'm telling you, Allstate. Are you in good hands? Because Tiffany is, bitch. She is in good motherfucking hands. That lets me know right then. They got their little issues. He knows how to keep a calm head. He knows how to stay calm, remain calm. We're going to get down to the situation. We ain't got to cuss. We ain't got to yell. We could just calm, okay? I love that about Brett. Meanwhile, Tiffany looked like she was fresh off a wedding cake. I couldn't believe it. Well, I could believe it because she's gorgeous. But she looked amazing. Amazing. I mean, 10, 10, 10s across the board. You know, we get to the wedding and as she walks down the aisle, Brett cried. I cried. I didn't think he was going to cry. Brett just seems so monotone all the time. Which, although he's always calm, that to me too was like, ooh. I'm not used to a guy being so monotone. Oh, but before we even get to that, it was nice seeing Marshall. It was nice seeing Marshall. That made me misty-eyed too, because you have Marshall showing up, and he showed up for his friend. Marshall played a very pivotal part in Brett and Tiffany getting together. Remember, in the pods, he would encourage Brett, let her know your feelings. Express yourself, brother. Us as black men, we gotta learn how to express ourselves more. We gotta say, I love you more. You know, it's just so crazy to me how Marshall's sexuality has been attacked by Jackie, who chose a man who's wearing dangling earrings in 2022, okay? Chose a man who's wearing dangling hoop earrings over this man who was generous, who was emotionally intelligent, who knew how to express himself. It's just crazy to watch him not be able to go down the aisle. But like Brett said, it wasn't meant to be. And honestly, you dodged a bullet. I really want to tell Kinetic and Netflix, thank you for finally displaying two black men that were the epitome of what we need to see on these dating shows when it comes to black men. Education, poise, class, the ability to express themselves, emotional intelligence, cleanliness, generosity, you know, people who know where they're going, men who have a vision for what they want when they want to be married, when they want to settle down, a vision for where they're going with their wives. That's what we need to see black men portrayed as. And unfortunately, we don't see it often because, I mean, y'all do be out here acting a damn fool, okay? But it just warms my heart to see that. Like, finally, we saw this. It took this long. This is the best I've ever seen black men portrayed on television, on a dating show, especially. The best. Marshall and Brett, hands down, were beautiful examples of what black men are and should be. And I really hope that black men all over the world watch these two and say, you know what? If I'm not even coming close to that, I need to do a better job. I need to do a better job of being a black man that's going to add to society and add to the woman that I'm going to marry. My God, today. Like it just blessed me. Watching those two, honestly, was a ministry in itself to me, watching that. Beautiful. I'm really, really happy that Marshall showed up. Where was the ring? I didn't see no ring. Where did Jackie bring the ring back to Marshall? What's going on? He showed up ringless. My baby ringless. At this reunion, he better have his ring back though. I don't give a damn who paid for what. The ring needs to be back in Marshall's custody. Thank you very much. We move on to the wedding. Gorgeous. Brett is crying while Tiffany's coming down the aisle. I mean, you know, again, I wish they wrote their vows, but their vows were heartfelt. It was heartfelt watching them talk to each other. on the altar and talk about why they chose each other. I mean, honestly, I think that so many people, the people that have doubt in Brett and Tiffany's journey, are people who are used to seeing struggle love. What I love the most about their union is the fact that as a Black woman, this is an example to me that I don't have to settle, that I don't have to marry Dusty. I don't, like, love, Black love does not have to be Dusty. Black love does not have to come with poverty. Black love does not have to come with 2 or 3 baby mamas, 2 or 3 baby daddies. Black love does not have to come with aimless paths, with no real direction of where we're going. Black love should come with empathy. It should come with kindness. It should come with love. It should come with slowness to anger. It should come with understanding. This is what Black love should be. And I think a lot of people that are looking at this like, they're used to struggle love. Black love does not have to come with struggle. It doesn't have to come with embarrassment. It does not have to come with hardship. It doesn't. Quite contrary to popular belief, Black love does not always have to come with struggle. We literally have everyday struggles that we have to deal with as Black people. So we don't have to add struggle love to that. We don't have to have hardships outside of everyday hardships. You know what I mean? Like, Black love does not have to be this ugly thing that not only is portrayed on television, but is portrayed every day. We know the reality, you know what I mean? And this is not just a Black love thing, but I'm Black. I'm a Black woman, so I'm gonna talk from my perspective and from what I see all around me and on television. So it was just great to see their love story play out very a la Lauren and Cameron, which is, baby, this is a soft place for you to land. Like, watching Tiffany land in a soft place, but also watching Brett find a soft place to land as well, which is in Tiffany, is a beautiful sight to see. And I hope that Black women and Black men, as you're watching this, you're watching 2 people be examples of what Black love can be when you're both looking for the right things and when you're both looking to be a good person for the person that you're gonna be with. It's just honestly a beautiful love story. So anyway, they both say I do, child, and they barely walk off the aisle, and Tiffany's like, baby, I'm ready to go to Pound Town. What we doing? We need to go into the suite and get it on a little bit before we go on into the reception. I'm trying to go to Pound Town. Okay, I'm out of town, thugging with my rounds. And Tiffany said, I'm out of town, thugging with Mr. Brown. My pussy pink, my booty hole brown. Okay, she said Pound Town. I'm trying to go to Pound Town. Pound Town, period. I know that's right, Tiffany. You better get you some of that Mr. Brown, Zozo. I know that's right, Miss Brown, Miss Brown, Mrs. Brown. It's giving Pound Town, Mrs. Brown. I know that's right. I love this. I just honestly, I love watching their story unfold. It was a beautiful, flawless story. It, like, honestly, I just, my heart is full watching them. And to be honest, it just reminded me of the fact that it's okay. It's okay to not settle and to still look for what you deserve. And what I love the most about Tiffany, she gives me that she wasn't gonna settle. That's what she gives me. She was not gonna settle. She was not gonna settle. And that's my favorite part about her. Anyway, tell me what y'all think about this review. Drop that in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought about these weddings. Let me know what you thought about the review. Again, I'm still in Jamaica. I'm here for Carnival. So I'm gonna try my best as soon as I get back home to do a review on the reunion. Or I might do it while I'm still here because I fly back home Tuesday. So we'll see. Anyway, y'all, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video.